All right, welcome back. So, in continuation, let's add a few, um, just few adjustments to the success story div. The H1 now, I'm increasing the width. I want it to take more space, 150%. It's currently choke corner, so I'm trying to make it, occupy more space. And then, aside that, the learn more. Let me save. Okay, let's scroll down. I've not yet saved. Where's the learn more div? All right, this div now, learn more. I'm also making some changes. Margin bottom now, 25 m. I'm trying to adjust the margin bottom. Remember, we gave it margin bottom initially when the footer was kind of colliding with it. So I'm adjusting the margin bottom now, and then I'm removing the margin top. So I don't want any space above it. Okay, the space is little though, but I'm just adjusting that to take away the little space there. Let me save and refresh. Let's see what we've got. Loading. All right, can you see that it's very close to this one now? No unnecessary space wasting. That one is still working fine. And then now below this, there is kind of more space before the footer. All right, so what else? Okay, that same div inside that learn more div, the height, I think it is now looking short. It's really looking short now. So we're going to make it taller, 70 VH. I set the height to 70 VH. And then the button inside, remember this button, this learn more button, I'm going to adjust that as well. Height set to 3.5 m. The border, let me see, was that necessary? Okay. The width, this was not necessary. This line was not necessary anyway. The width, I'm setting it to 20%. I'm setting the width to 20%. I save, and let me refresh. So the changes should happen inside here now. All right, it's longer, and this is also this is taller rather, and this is longer. Next, all right, I think we are done with the 1200 pixel screen width. So up until 1000, if you check everything up until 1000, everything is fine. This is 1001. Let me scroll down again and observe it. The footer is fine. The learn more div, come on. The learn more div is fine. Our carousel is fine, still working neatly. Scroll up. This success stories is fine. This accordion is fine. Drop down div. This is also is looking fine on smaller screen size now. So nothing is overshooting. Now, if I go below 1000, some things are going to just start looking different. It's going to start looking different. Let me scroll. I'm on 911 now. Let me see if there's anything rough for now. Okay, everything is probably still looking fair. Still look okay. It's looking fair except for the fact that this footer is is being choked already. Can you see that they're already clinging to each other here? There's kind of, and then collision, and then it's just like that. So the next what I'm going to be having, like have written here, I had a styling instruction for screen sizes below 1000 pixel. So the first thing is to define my media query. Inside the bracket, I add max width of 1000 pixel, meaning browser, everything I'm going to write here, every style, let it be applied only when a device, how do I put it, only on the device screen that is less than 1000. So the first thing we adjust is our product choice. The product choice, that's the first section. I'm changing the flux direction to column. So let's scroll back to the top. Presently, it's still on a row, and this is getting smaller. It's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. So I want to change it. I want this div to be at the top and this div to be below. So I'm changing that to row and align content space between. Thank God I didn't forget. I made so many mistakes initially writing justified content when the flex direction is set to row. Well, nobody is above mistakes. So now for the div, each of the divs inside this, each of these divs now, it's going to take 100%. So each div is going to occupy the whole screen. Let me save and let's see what we have right now. Save, refresh the page, and can you see it spans across? And then this one as well, this image, the div man, so big. All right, it spans across as well, but we're still going to add more stars because the image is looking awkwardly big. So the next thing, the image, I adjust the height, I make it at 5 m. That's, I reduced it. And then the paragraph inside that business transform, this paragraph now, let me scroll up. This paragraph, it's kind of, the way it's just shooting, it's not really aligned properly. So I gave it a margin top of 2 m and a margin bottom of 1.5 m. Presently, there is no much space. It's kind of clinging. So I, give it some allowance, some space, and then also below, before the button, and I increase the font size. So let's save and let's see what happens to the image and to the paragraph. This image and this paragraph now. First of all, the paragraph, can you see the spacing? It's kind of more sensible that way. And the image is now shorter. Yeah, it's better this way. Next, I had for the next section, the paragraph in the next section, LG to large to small. The paragraph here, I'm adjusting the, let me see, the font size to 2.5 m. And then what else? Okay, let me save that and let's see that font size will change to 2.5 m. I refresh the page. All right, it's smaller now. Okay, so in the next section below, the business support, I'm also changing the flex direction from row to column. Align content, set to center. When I save, I refresh my page. This is what we have now. Remember that these were actually twins. They were side by side. But if we continue like that, they will just, there won't be enough room for them to breathe. So right now they are on a row. Can you see? They are standing top to bottom instead of left to right, which we initially added. But we still need, if we look, we still need some kind of spacing, and it can actually get fatter. There is so much space by the left and right, and then it's kind of clinging together as well, like Siamese twins. So let's just add some adjustment to that. All right. So for each of them, each of the divs, I gave them a class of support. Those twins, each of them is taking a width of 90%. So it's going to occupy 90%. That is almost the whole screen size. So we're just going to have 10% left. And since it's aligned to the center, we have 5%, 5% space by the right and 5% space by the left. So each div is giving it this width, and we're giving each div a margin bottom of 2 m. I save and see how it takes space now. All right, now can you see? Yeah, I think it makes more sense now. So it has this margin bottom of 2 m, and that is also applied to this one as well. Next, all right, now the collapse div. Remember this guy here is also being choked up because the screen size is getting smaller. So we're also going to make it column. This image is going to stay up and occupy space, and then this collapse element from Bootstrap will also stay below and occupy enough width, enough space. Yeah. So I said the flex, everything is inside a section called collapse. Remember that. So I'm setting the flex direction of that section to column now. The height is still automatic for now, but I'm giving it padding bottom. So I want some kind of space at the bottom. At the bottom, apparently there's some space though. But by the time I'm done adjusting, turning it to row, there won't be any space. So I want to ensure that there's still padding bottom. If I remove these two lines of code now, you see what I'm talking about. Let me remove them and save. Saving this, I refresh my page. Look at what I have now. Can you see? So they're aligned, but it's obviously looking awkward. This one is going inside. We don't even know where it is exactly. And then at the bottom, can you see that there's no padding at all? All right, now, so we added the padding bottom and we added the margin top. The margin top, by default, there was too much space. After adding this padding, let me see. If you look at it now, there's kind of space, so I just reduced the space and that's why I have a negative value of minus 6m. So I save, refresh. Okay. Mm, okay, where are we? Okay, this is where we are. There's the spacing now, and there's this one is the space is closer now. So we are not done. Let's add more things to it. Now for that drop down, the drop down itself, which is this bootstrap accordion, we are changing the width to 100%. We want it to take the whole of that space. Currently now, it's hiding at a corner, which is not looking good. We want to give it 100% width, and then the image also should take 90%. The save. So apparently this drop down, this accordion from Bootstrap that is hiding at a corner and is just managing like 40% of the page. The image also is hiding and is probably just taking a portion of the whole section. So now adjusting this one to 90% width and this one to 100% width. Let me refresh and see what we have. All right, can you see that it's sitting properly now, sensibly and properly? And this one is not still sitting properly anyway. It's quite, styling Bootstrap elements could really be tactic. They could really be tactic. Next, um, drop down to let's see what carries that ID. Let me be sure. Drop down to ID of collapse. Okay, the drop that's the second div that contains the. Okay, I remember the drop down to is the second div that contains the bootstrap. Where is itself? I'm trying to locate it. Let me see. Drop down. Okay, I can't really locate it, but I know it's somewhere here. Okay, let me just try to find it. Thank God we are doing this together. Drop down to, I'm sure you probably might have seen it and I've not seen it right now. I have to look at it one after the other. Okay, drop down to, sorry. I mean, inside the section of collapse, we have the image in the first div, and in the second div is where we nested all of that bootstrap element. All right. So we're still dealing with, as at now, the bootstrap accordion is still not occupying space. So we're giving it a width of 100%. So it's going to take up the whole space. Margin top of 3m, because apparently it's kind of close, it's too close to the image. So we want some space. And then we give it a margin top. It's going to give it some kind of, space, extra space. And then padding left. Apparently, as you can see, it's choked up to the left. So we're going to give it a padding left, that div, a padding left of 3m. So there will be more space by the left as well. But remember the difference between margin and padding. Padding gives the space still inside the box, while padding gives the space inside the box, while margin gives the space outside the box. So I save now, and I think it should be looking reasonable enough. I refresh, and yeah, it's better now. It's occupying more space. All right, it's fine. It's aligned. The alignment is also matters. They have to align. Not that one will start here and the other one will probably start here. They have to just align. So if I were to draw a straight line here, you can see I'm putting my cursor by this side to show you the alignment. Can you see that apart from this one that occupies the whole space, and still if you notice the elements inside, they are not going beyond it. So alignment also matters. Yeah, and back our image and our accordion. So apparently this is what we have now. It is fair enough. So in the next video, we'll continue with a little more adjustments. Then we'll continue with the next section, which is success stories. See you in the next video.